Abdul Haseeb. You've mentioned earlier that we need to collaborate and work together. And the finance minister mentioned, as you remember, that the public sector or the government needs to get out of the way. In your experience, how can government get out of the way for you to be able to improve or increase your services exports outside of Pakistan? It's the same question to both of you. And if you can just take half a minute or a minute each, that'd be great. Thank you.
In order to increase our exports, especially in technology, talent is the key ingredient. That is literally what we are exporting. Whatever has happened last 2-3 years, we did not have, and talent has two sides to it. One is training and education. Public sector and government has the role there because majority of the higher education and primary public, that is what is being done and maintained and managed by the government itself. So I have a very different view on this. So they need to sort of steer it or direct it towards a more technology or focused sort of way forward. So there are two sides to this. One is training and education. Second is, in order to produce an exportable technology resource, it's not just education. It is also the experience that we have to give them. Ab experience hota hai actual on the projects itself. The economic activity is what builds experience in people and develops people. Whatever has happened पिछले 3-4 साल, we were not able to build that economic activity in the country in order to train masses. In addition to that, we had massive brain drain as well. So right now, from a talent perspective, we need drastic and immediate measures just to make sure that we build that talent. So we have a problem right now, but imagine the problem that we are going to have 2-3 years from now. So we also have to solve next years or 2-3 years the problem that we are going to face. So we are only going to export in future if we build that particular talent and raw material today in the country from our perspective. Now, few suggestions that I'd like to make on specifically what government needs to do rather. So one is, if everybody need to give chance to new talent and to train them, there should be programs within universities where they get more practical experience on the field, on the project, whether it is a final year project of a student to be done with the industry itself or otherwise. And if a company or any company is investing on giving that exposure to new talent, they should be somehow incentivized across that as well. If we can do sort of a tax-free income for all the freelancers who are working abroad, we should certainly looking at doing that for companies who are trying to develop local experience as well. So I think some sort of support from the government for IT sector, specifically to give our new talent that exposure. And it needs to be done in masses. Right now, the scale that we are doing it, or any company is doing it, is 10, 20, 25% of their existing staff. But that is not what is going to solve the problem. The number of people that we have in our universities need to be, the universities is the place where this should be done to begin with, and followed by all the IT and every company who has an IT department per se. That is where it needs to be done. So, yep, thank you.
Thank you very much, and that's all we've had time for. Thank you very much for joining me.